All right, air sign, guess what? It's the middle of the week. What does that even mean anymore? It's the middle of the week. All right, we're looking at Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I want to see what's going on for you guys. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I had a very good question about which readings you should be watching. And my answer is it can change. So you should be watching readings that resonate with you. And so pay attention to the titles. If the titles resonate for you and your moon is in Sagittarius, then maybe the fire sign's going to resonate for you. So just think about that. Because not every air sign, every Gemini, Libra, Aquarius is going to resonate for you. Not all the time, anyway. And so just see what works, right? See what works. All right. So we are going to be doing some cool stuff. I want you to know that by popular request, I'm bringing back a very basic class on reading your astrology chart. And in that class, I'm going to teach you how to find your career, success, where your life partner is, all kinds of things, and how to tell about that person, like who might that person be. All right, so that's going to be the basics of read your astrology chart, and that is a link below. You can find that below. All of my classes and courses are on soulfulrevolutiontv.com. So, enough of that. If you're here, which clearly you are, feel free to swap around the characters of this reading. As per usual, I could be talking to a cross-watcher. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you're here because of the title, there's probably a message here for you. All right. Let's see where we go. The Wisdom of the Oracle deck here. Loyal heart. To be fair. There's Libra card right there. Happy. That's pretty good. To me, this is like, birthday, Christmas, super fun, happy time, right? All wrapped up into one. And I feel like it's because you're learning how to be balanced in your life. It's don't get too high, don't get too low. That's true. But you may be just learning that, like, hey, this might have not worked out, but then this worked out better than I thought. And so seeing the big picture. Perspective is a lot of what life is about. And there is a loyal heart, someone coming your way. Could be another air sign. If you've been disappointed, it's going to balance out. I have seen that definitely in my life. So let's see where we go here. A message for you watching, please. A message for you watching. Four of Pentacles underneath. Nine of Pentacles. Yep, Nine of Cups. Wow, death energy there, Scorpio. King of Wands. Fool. Ten of Pentacles. Hanged Man. Moon. I got three here. Okay, I'm just going to take them. So if three comes out, this doesn't happen all the time, but if you're taking my tarot class, you know that when things happen, just go with the flow. Okay, just go with it. So Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Two of Cups. This feels to me like you. Okay, this feels to me like you being in this Nine of Pentacles place. Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. The Libra energy up here of being balanced. The air sign, you already have that. Learning to balance based on some transformational feelings or things that you've gotten and then it hasn't worked out. Something that you were hoping for didn't work out. And as usual, it's like a, woo, dodged a bullet. Even if you really wanted something or wanted to be with somebody and it didn't work out, you might be heartbroken about it. You might be like, kind of in yourself right now, kind of not feeling too good about it. But I'm here to say that the cool part about this is that because you've learned to balance yourself, or you're learning to balance yourself, okay, you're learning to ask for what you want, because sometimes it can be like, oh, I got my heart broken so much I don't even want to ask for something, or ask for something that I want, because it's like I don't want to love, I don't want to be open to something anymore. But You're learning that like disappointments are a part of life, and so that's giving you some balance, right? Your passion and your anchor capabilities, your ability to ground yourself and still be passionate and everything like that is leading to love, okay? That's leading to a good place. So I'm just going to put these down here. What's required here, though, okay? I do feel like there's another person coming. This is one of the few times I'm really seeing this pretty clearly, because a lot of times there's a lot going on. King of Wands, Fool, Ten of Pentacles. King of Wands is somebody to go the distance with. Aries, Leo, Sag. Aries, Leo, Sag, and then I see Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio here. All right, so somebody could be, which is interesting here, it could be a fire sign that has a watery moon. Someone who's awakened, someone who has had disappointments, someone who's walked away from a difficult circumstance, or they've learned from it. And their take with it, like the Fool here, you see him, he has his little satchel here. He takes with it what's meaningful about it, right? Like, I'm not going to drag with me all of the disappointment or anything like that. No, I'm just going to look at, hey, something didn't work out for me. And so, make lemonade, right? Life gives you lemons, make lemonade. This is requiring, but you both of you have, what did I just say? Life is about perspective. Perspective. Gain a new perspective by flipping yourself upside down. I feel like something turned you upside down. Okay, or broke your heart or something like that. And there's some really deep feelings that come out because of it, but you're just going to let that happen. Become enlightened because of the deep feelings, because of the hurt, the disappointment, the sadness, the awareness that wasn't meant to happen. Three of Cups, Nine of Swords, Two of Wands. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and start all over again. So I do feel like it's okay to be upset. It's okay to cry about something right now. If something's not going right for you, it's because there's something better coming. So when you manifest, that's what you're asking for from the world. You're asking this or something better, okay? This or something better. Wow, I really love this. Oh, I hope I get it. This job. Oh, I hope I get it. That, if it doesn't happen, that or something better, okay? And the something better is coming. The something better is coming. So I do feel like you might need to mourn whatever is lost here. Okay, it could be a relationship, it could be a job, it could be something that you really wanted. Okay, something you really wanted. Yeah, Gemini again, Hierophant, Page of Wands, Ten of Swords. Okay, so some of you could have had a Taurus, a Gemini, and you thought it was headed for marriage, you thought it was headed for a relationship that was going to be solid, and then something flared up that was very immature, okay, and it was just like, it's over. All right, something happened that really ended that very suddenly. Death and Ten of Swords is sudden. Okay, it's sudden. It's not quite as sudden as the Tower, because you can see death coming. Death is a little bit, even if it's kind of sudden, you still have at least a couple of hours of or a couple of minutes, actually, of, hey, this isn't going to work. Hey, this isn't going to work out, or hey, this is kind of ending. And when it ends, it's ended. I do see Taurus. I see Gemini here. Okay, so some of you had a commitment or were in a commitment with somebody that ended suddenly. And it taught you, or it's teaching you about being balanced in your own feelings about things. Like, your life isn't over. Your life isn't over because that ended, okay? There's something good coming down the road that's going to fit better. It's going to fit better. I feel like that person might have been, okay, so something's going to fit a lot better. And I do feel like that person who was the relationship or the job or whatever, I feel like it didn't fit because the person or the job, how do you say this, was like was not a good fit, in that they were maybe too independent, or the job, if you got into that job, you would see that it wasn't a good fit because you had all the skills, you had all the capabilities, and it just wasn't quite living up to its billing. There was something about that person or that place or that thing that you really wanted that got away, that was going to be a little disappointing about it. Okay, there was going to be something there that would be like, but you had to have gotten into it to really see that. The universe didn't even go there. The universe is like, you know what? No, because there's somebody better on the path here for you. There's something better, a better job. And actually, if this is a job, it's much more creative, much more lucrative, much more, it's much more up your alley. It's going to allow for more freedom. It's just going to be a better fit. So it's okay to mourn this. It's not okay to really get stuck in depression about this. I don't feel like you will. Because I do feel like this person is coming along fairly quickly, or this new opportunity is coming along quickly. All right. And so you can celebrate it. You can be sad about it, but sometime soon, turn you off. Sometime soon, you're going to need to say goodbye to this. Okay. Because a person who is grounded and capable like you are is going to balance themselves and be able to, live to fight another day, live to love another day. Okay. High Priestess. And what's going to help you here is to allow your feelings to flow, allow yourself to gain more perspective in the world, or take lessons from this, or whatever you need to do to sort of metabolize this. It's going to be important, because what's coming along is going to require that you have some kind of learning from this. This was like required reading. This was a class that needed to be taken before you get to this. All right, this King of Wands. All right. So I'm going to continue on with this reading. If you'd like to stay with me, I will look at Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and I will look at the fire signs. Okay? All right. The link is below for you over on Vimeo, the extended. I will see you over there, air sign.